standpoint, he didn't get involved in any of the 5-on-5 stuff. But we have another practice again tomorrow, and we'll see where he is.
Hey, Coach, it's Andrew from ESPN. What do you guys need to see from him to be able to say he's good to go on Thursday? Is it how he feels? Is it what you guys have to see? How does that work?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. It's how he feels, but it's also the medical staff, too. The medical staff will have to evaluate and see where he is and see does it make sense for him to go out and play.
What's up, Coach? This is Will from The Athletic. What kind of effect do you think just having him back has on the rest of the guys? Just seeing him in the gym back at work, do you think that affects the guys in any kind of way?
Well, he's well liked by his teammates, and obviously he likes being around his teammates. So just to have him back in the gym, I think is a real positive. Is a lift in energy anyway when he's in the building, and it's just a matter, like I said, of us figuring out where he is from a basketball standpoint. It's been a little while since he's done things on the court. But he was able, like I said, to do some 5-on-0 things today. So we'll just have to see where that leads to.
Hey, Coach, Andrew Doak from CBS in New Orleans. Look, just after having the chance to really be able to let last night's game marinate and then be able to take in what happened last night, I'm sure you were excited with the performance, but how much do you feel like that type of effort is transferable to Thursday and beyond?
Well, I would hope that it is. I mean, it's just basketball. You can say whatever you want, but it's just basketball. We played against a team that is a very good basketball team. They played their guys the majority of the time, almost as a rotation. We played our guys in a rotation form, and I thought we did a good job defensively. That being said, Giannis still ended up with 25 points, but I thought we were good against him, as good as you can be considering the circumstances. I thought offensively we did exactly what we set out to do. We talked about the way they play defense and what they take away. You're going to have to make some three-point shots, and we shot over 40 of them, and our goal was to shoot 40. I thought we played well and did a good job. And then I thought the last crew that we had in there, the young guys and a couple of vet guys, did a good job of closing out the game the last 12 minutes because our starters didn't play at all the last 12 minutes.
Hey, Alvin, it's Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. How difficult a spot is this for you? I mean, obviously, you'd love to play him on Thursday if the medical staff says you can, and you're in this race for 8, and you were going to have 15 games or whatever it was. Now you've only got 8. There's not a lot of time, there's not a lot of time left here. How tough is this spot for you?
It really isn't a tough decision, guys. If he's ready to play, he'll play, and if he's not, we won't play him. You're not going to risk anything long term, for something very, very short term. So we'll see and evaluate tomorrow where he is. The medical people will, and so will Zion. Zion will tell us how he feels. And then from there, we'll go and see, and make decisions based on what is best for him and what is best for our team.
If you don't mind me following up on that, Matt and Coach, you guys are trying to get into that 9th spot, get into the play-in game, and you're playing down here, and it's history. This may never happen again. And you also have this guy Zion, who you're trying to weigh his future and his history. So I'm just wondering, right on the heels of Tim's question, how much pressure and want to do you feel to make that playoff push and weigh that against whatever you have to do with Zion?
Well, I think as competitors, you want to make that push. That was our whole goal when we started the season, to be in the playoffs. And anybody that had followed our team understood that we went through a stretch where we lost 13 games, 13 consecutive games. But we all the biggest thing was that we stood together, we stayed together, and we said that we still felt like that we have an opportunity to make a run at the playoffs, and we did. We played some good basketball. Obviously, when we got Zion, it was a big lift for us from the standpoint of what he brings to the team and all of those things like that. So, yeah, our goal is to make the playoffs, but we're not going to do anything ridiculous. We're not going to make crazy decisions based on trying to make a playoff run. We're going to do it the best way we possibly can. We're going to manage our team the best way we possibly can. But we know that we have a bright future, so we won't risk anything based on that.
Coach, Davide here from Italy. Do you think your team is ready to go, Zion or not Zion? And also, what do you see from Melli during the scrimmage games?
Well, I mean, obviously, guys, we would love to have Zion. I mean, let's be honest. He's one of those generational players that can do a lot of things, and we would like to have him. But if he's not there, we did play 44 games without him and had some success. We had a stretch in there where we were 12-4. So you just got to look at it that way. Injuries are part of the game. Sometimes, or there's other situations where, when it doesn't involve an injury, it may be a matter like he had, a family matter. So, he gets back here, you're not going to do anything crazy as far as pushing him over the edge, but you want to know that he feels good about it and your medical team feel good about it, and then we make decisions based on that,
Hey, Coach Andrew again. Non-Zion question. You guys have.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You've made some strides there on the defensive end. Drew and Bi both talked about small scheme changes that you guys have made. Can you talk about that and just about the development that you guys have made on that side?
Well, we did. We just made a couple of things, and we talked to Jeff every day, Coach Blaisdell. We talked to every day. And we talked about a couple of things that he initiated that we may want to change, and we did, and we think it's going to help because it gives us an opportunity to take some of the guessing out of some of the things that we were doing. So I just feel like the guys are locked in. Obviously from a defensive standpoint, we got to be good at that side of the basketball because I think offensively we're pretty good. The way that Coach Finchy has us playing and the way our offense is spread out, we feel pretty good about that. But in order to be a playoff team or make a run at being a playoff team, you're going to have to be solid defensively.
Will, go ahead. This is going to be the last question.
Okay. So this is Will again from the Athletic. I think it was JJ last night who mentioned how much 5-on-5 you guys were able to do leading up to the scrimmages and how much having a young team allows you to do that more than you would with maybe some other teams. How much being able to go 5-on-5 full speed as much as you guys have helped you kind of nail down some of the things you wanted to emphasize going into those seeding games?
Well, we like to play 5-on-5 because we think that that's the way the game should be played. So we don't do a ton of drills in practice. And usually when we do, they're 5-on-5 drills also. We just feel like doing that and learning on the fly is better than doing a ton of drills. It's just our philosophy. People approach it differently. Other coaches do, but we like getting out, and we feel like you can find out if you have the basketball legs under you by playing 5-on-5. So we get up and down the court quite a bit. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Thanks, Coach. Josh Hart's going to be next, everybody.
Appreciate it, man.
Will Guillory, go ahead.
What's up, Josh? This is Will from the Athletic. Just how do you feel about some of the strides you guys have been able to make on the defensive end and some of the things you guys have emphasized going into these seeding games?
I mean, we've been playing well defensively. We just got to make sure we continue to, play without fouling. I think yesterday we gave up like 38, high 30s free throws. So that's something that we got to cut down on and just make sure we just finish plays rebounding the ball. I think that's the biggest thing. But I think for the most part we've been good. Except for a couple of lapses in some of those games. But it's trending upwards, and that's what we want to do.
Hey, Josh, it's Andrew from ESPN. How, JJ, how different has it been with Fred Vincent handling defensive stuff than when you guys were working with Coach Jeff? Obviously, I know Coach Jeff is still having input, but the on the court and in the game stuff, how has that been different?
There's two sides of it. Obviously, it's different just because we've been working with Jeff, for the whole year. Me and Jeff, we got a good relationship. We always butt heads on the court and stuff like that. But it was always good having him out there and him listening to how we want to adjust. Now with Fred there, it's kind of refreshing because you have a new voice, someone new that's speaking up and talking about some of those principles. So that's good. And then just the ability for him just to listen to us and make adjustments on the fly. That's been a big positive. So we're excited. We're confident in him going into these seeding games and make this playoff push. And obviously we wish Jeff was here and wish him the best of health. But we're ready and we're confident with him.
Hey Josh, Christian Clark with NOLA.com here. I know Zion didn't do any 5-on-5 with you guys today, but what was it just like having him back in the building with you guys for the first time in a while? Oh
man, it's always good. When someone is away for 4, 5, 6 days, when they come back, it's always refreshing to see their face. To get energy from them. So obviously, like you said, he didn't participate 5-on-5, but his presence was there. We're looking forward to him getting out there tomorrow or Thursday, whenever it is. But it was always good to see someone, knowing they battle with some off the court stuff, see them coming back, smiling and being professional.
Hey Josh, Davide here from Italy. You guys are in a position in which you don't have many errors to make. Is that additional pressure for you approaching the seeding games?
You said we don't have much what?
You don't have, you need to win basically every game.
Okay, yeah. Oh, adversity, yeah. That's just how it is. Honestly, we got to take every game like it's a playoff game. We can't start slow out the gate. We just got to go 110% every game. So, I wouldn't say it's adversity. I wouldn't say it's pressure. It's just going out there and playing basketball. And we do that. We play our game and play the right way. It's going to be a positive outcome for us. So we're just focused on taking each game game by game, day by day, and playing the best basketball that we can as a team. And we know if we do that, then we'll be in a good spot at the end.
Hey Josh, Andrew Doak from CBS in New Orleans. Look, I would imagine that over these last few weeks, even though you've probably spent a lot of time with your teammates, this is the most that you've been around them just consecutively. I just wonder, from being around them and maybe a bonding experience that a team experiences in a situation like this, how much do you feel like the teams that embrace this type of scenario the most can lead to success on the floor and being able to have some success in this environment?
It's always kind of funny because, our longest time, we'll have like a road, like a West Coast swing or something like that, or East Coast where it's 10 to 12 to 14 days. Then after that, you're like, all right, man, when you get back, next day's day off, you need to get away from everybody. Unfortunately, you can't do that here, but one of the positives about this team is, we're so close-knit. Everyone wants each other to be successful. We bond off the court, and I think that really translates to our success on the court. So that's a good thing. There's no drama within our team. There's no one doesn't like each other or anything like that. So that's one thing that's a positive, and I think that's definitely going to work to our advantage just because it's always love with all of us. So we just go out there, play fun, have fun around each other, and then just kick it off the court. So I think we'll definitely be in a good position in terms of that camaraderie.
Rod Walker, go ahead. This is going to be the last question, everyone.
Hey, Josh, you talk about that camaraderie on this team. Is that something that you noticed as soon as you got to New Orleans, or when did you sort of notice something different about this team and the chemistry?
Yeah, I think it was like an open scrimmage. I think I like turned to Drew Holiday. I was like, dang, y'all really genuinely, like each other. Y'all really have fun with each other on and off the court. And that's kind of when I really started seeing that, just that, just the relationships that they had, off the court. And I think that's, more important than anything else, because when you have that relationship off the court, that builds trust on the court. So I kind of noticed it, right before the start of the season, and it's been an amazing, 7, 8, 9 months, just because there ain't no drama. Everyone loves each other. Everyone wants each other to be successful more than themselves. And when you have that kind of culture, that breeds success and that breeds winning. And I think that's the position that this franchise is going in. And man, it's just refreshing and amazing to see.
Great. Thanks, Josh.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Kind of two-part question. I'm just curious, how much of a lift do you feel like Zion being back at practice kind of gives everybody? And just from your own game, it seems like you guys were able to strike up a rapport pretty quickly this season that has been pretty special. What does his return mean to you as well personally?
Yeah, we're happy to have him back. I mean, obviously he puts our team at full strength. We're a lot better with him than we are without him. We know that. So just having him back, to start the games back up, is great for us.
Hey, Lonzo, this is Davide from Italy here. You improved your game a lot during the first part of the season. What made the difference for you, and where do you think you can take your game in the bubble?
I think just constant work. I think I got a good coaching staff behind me, great training staff, and great teammates as well. So it's a collective unit pushing me every day. And just, come lead the team and, get into the playoffs is my goal for the bubble.
Andrew, go ahead.
Hey, so this is Andrew from ESPN. BI and Chirip talked about this yesterday, about the small schematic changes you guys have made defensively. What's been the difference with Coach Fred being there compared to Coach Jeff in how that's worked with you guys on the court?
Yeah, I mean, we try not to have no difference, but obviously, Coach Jeff is our defensive guy, but Fred's doing a great job of taking his spot over for him. For us, I think it's just, like I said, about effort. We have the guys that can stay in front. We have the guys that can stop the ball, contest at the rim. So it's just a matter of being in the right spots. I think a big part of our defense is talking. When we talk, we tend to play pretty well.
Will, go ahead.
what's up, Zoe? This is Will Giller from The Athletic. And kind of sticking on that point, a few guys have mentioned how hard you guys are going in these practices and some of these 5-on-5 sessions. How much does that help kind of sharpen you guys up going into the seeding games, being able to play as much 5-on-5 full speed as you have in some of these practices?
Yeah, we know we don't have no time, to warm up. We got to win as many games as we can in these next 8. So we try to make the practices as game-like as possible. And I feel like that's prepared us for, the scrimmages, and it's going to also prepare us for the games that we need to win.
Hey, Lonzo, Andrew Doak one more time from CBS in New Orleans. I'm just curious, as you had a day to be able to take in how y'all played last night against the Bucks, obviously, one of the contenders for sure in the NBA. But a game like that, I mean, how much do you feel like that shows like your ceiling as a group and what could be accomplished if you're able to put it all together in Orlando?
I think it was a positive night. I don't look too much into scrimmages and stuff like that, but I think we came out there, we did what we were supposed to do. I felt like we got a little better, and that's all that really matters. The real game starts on Thursday, and that's what I'm focused on.
Anything else for Lonzo? All right, great. Thanks a lot, Zoe.
Appreciate it.